Well, hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my garden. How you all doing? Happy Mother's Day. Today is May 12th and it's Mother's Day, and I thought it would be a good day for a garden update video because it's been 13 days since my last update. And everything has grown in so well, so very well. So I wanted to share, and I wanted to wish all the moms out there happy Mother's Day. Now that needs water. We had a very, very beautiful day today, lots of sun, and I wasn't here today too. Normally I'm here all day tending to these plants, looking after their watering needs and weeding needs. Now look at all the weeds that I have. Now it's not really weeds, these are all reseeds of different things. Like there's a lot of lemon balm reseed in there. I've got a lot of balsam, tons of lemon balm in between my lavender. And look, the lavender is just getting ready to bloom right here. I'm so excited. Now this side doesn't get as much sun, and I have lavender all over the yard. I've got some more lavender over there. Some are doing better than others, and they're all different varieties. But I use lavender for a lot of different medicines, so I make sure I have plenty of that in the yard. Now look at this rose. This variety is called ketchup and mustard. And what makes it unique is, look at the underside. Isn't that so cool? It's like yellow and red. I love that. So here is the greens bed, and I have broccoli, cauliflower, collards. That's garlic. What is that? What do they call that? Garlic chives, I think that's called. I'm having one of those brain moments, a brain fart. But anyway, here's the peas. Look how good they're growing in. They love this area. They didn't love the area I had over there. I had to take them out and put something else in there. But at least these are doing really good. And you can see the flowers there. Now look at that. That's got beautiful markings on there. They're not all like that. But I'm very excited about that. And then what is reseeded here, I guess it reseeded itself. That's all chamomile. And then right here I have calendula. I can't wait until these bloom. A lot of this stuff here is reseeded, and I try to keep it separated, but so many different things reseed themselves here. I almost give up. Like I used to have nice, like, you know, one plant here, one plant there, but now it's like over here, the lemon balm completely reseeded itself and is taken in this area, and now I'm just letting it because I believe that lemon balm wants to be here. It likes it here. I'm going to allow it to be here, and it's over there, and it's really putting itself everywhere. So this is a good spot for it, but it needs to share space with the lavender. So I always have to, you know, create enough space for these things if something else starts to crowd them out. Now this Maltese cross right here seems to also really love this spot, and it's morning sun, afternoon shade, and the soil fertility must be just right because this is my most magnificent Maltese cross. And I do have this all over the yard too because that also likes to reseed itself and put itself, I mean, not as much as like this is all lemon balm in here, that, and all on the grass here, all here is larkspur. So a lot of things that I have, like this blanket flower right there, and 4 o'clock, a lot of these things prolifically reseed themselves. There's right there, if you can see where I'm pointing, that's foxglove. So what I do is if they're growing in an inconvenient spot, like in my border here, I move them somewhere else. So you can look here. You can see my garden is getting pretty filled in. I'll take you around. I'm just so excited about it. Now the wind came through and knocked all these down, and I was very boo-hoo because they were just looking real nice, and then whoosh. But I think I have to fix the soil here. So This is like, I got to do some work here. I have to do a lot of work back here because I had an evening primrose, and all of that is regrow of evening primrose mixed in with, I've got a passion flower coming back all over the place. Passion flower is completely invasive, but it's highly medicinal, and it's beautiful, and it's got multi uses. And same thing with chamomile. Chamomile will put itself everywhere, but that's okay because it's highly medicinal. I use it in a lot of different ways. Mullein, same thing. Highly medicinal, but it'll put itself everywhere. But look at this plant. I've already started harvesting this, and taking these leaves and drying them out. And then when the flower comes, I'll be harvesting the flowers as well, because it has slightly different properties. So that's an evening primrose there, and I have to be really careful because look, this is all evening primrose. I tried to put other things in here, and the evening primrose just took over, and all there and there and there. So I got to figure out how to control that. And I, of course, clean that space out there for this. And then these, funny story, I was just walking, and I saw them in the ground, and I'm like, oh, they're beautiful, I want them. And I dug them up. Oh, ow. Oh, sorry, I think a bug got me. I dug them up, and I brought them home, and I put them in the ground, and they seem to like it back there. So they'll get tall like this one. They're just a little behind. All right, so what else? We got echinacea that is all filling in right here. Now this is regrow. This is another thing. It's an absolute, that's mullein too. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful plant, and you'll see that. Subscribe, like, share. Come back for more. If you're new here, hi. Thank you for stopping by and looking at my garden. And give me some nice comments, if you will, and let me know what you want to see in the future. But right here, you will see this grow in the future. This will be a parsnip, which makes a really tall, beautiful plant. But it does reseed itself everywhere, just like the evening primrose. Now, also, if you leave the echinacea go to seed, and I left it go to seed all winter, and then even in the early spring before I cut it down, because the birds like to eat the seeds. And it's actually a good thing because then they scatter the seeds. So now all in here, I have calendula that has regrown. In between here, which this really needs to be cleaned out, I have various things that are growing back. So I'm going to thin it out to be just what I want here. But I've got sunflower that is regrowing back, and a lot of echinacea in here, and then a lot of foxglove I see also. So there's a larkspur over there. So, and then I have other things like that is a feverfew. Feverfew is another thing, highly medicinal, but it is going to put itself everywhere. And when I take you over there, you'll see how everywhere is. How it is everywhere. And I've been picking it out and moving it. So this is yarrow, and it's just starting to get yellow. And I noticed the yarrow is a lot smaller this year than it normally is. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And the valerian is getting tall, and it's going to flower very, very soon. Same thing with the butterfly weed there. That's going to flower. Rosemary's already flowering. And look at how tall the bee balm got from the last video. Like if you go back and look at the last video, the growth in the garden is just remarkable in just 13 days. And this is rue, and rue is beginning to get its little flowers. Look how beautiful that is. And this smells absolutely amazing. And of course that is a medicine too, because this is my medicine bed. That's St. John's wort there. All that another highly invasive. It'll put itself everywhere, but that's okay because it's highly medicinal. Just like the lemon balm puts itself everywhere because we need that medicine. And we got sage. I cut this all back this year, and this is all the brand new regrowth. So that's very happy about that, because this is also time to harvest the sage, and I just love sage tea, just like I love parsley tea. So actually stay tuned, because I'm going to be making some more videos that are going to be talking about the different teas that I make with a lot of this stuff. So I'm very excited to reveal now. This is only the first side of Pepper Paradise. The other side of Pepper Paradise over there, I'm still working on that. It's taking me forever because I'm managing all of my excess plants that I have here which are everywhere. My excess plants are everywhere, everywhere. But all the peppers that are waiting are over there. So these are the hot peppers. These are gonna be the sweet peppers. And then I got all flowers all in there. Flowers, flowers, flowers. And then even some more pots, stuff in pots, because I'm gonna have a plant sale. So if you're local and you want to buy one of these beautiful plants that I have here, now I'm going to be having them in bigger pots. I'm taking care of them, and a lot of them will be in bloom by the time of the plant sale, and you'll be able to just put it in the ground. A lot of them are perennial, some are annual, some will reseed themselves, some are herbs, some are vegetables. I got all kinds of stuff. So stay tuned to my Facebook page, because that's where I'll be posting all of the details. And that'll be within the next 2 weeks. So, and I've been so busy trying to do everything. Now I noticed here, I probably have a pest that took that out, because that was beautiful parsley that was nice and tall and getting ready to flower. So that's been taken out. And that's so sad, but that's okay, because I have other parsley over there waiting for a spot. And actually at this point in time, I have pretty much run out of places to plant things. And that's a bummer, because I have a lot to plant and I love growing things. But actually, no, like this side, that whole side of the garden is a whole huge bed, but I didn't get to it. And I don't think I'm gonna get to it this year, because it's just this, I just created this garden that is becoming like a lot. Like this is a lot. Like don't think this is easy. This is a lot of my time. A lot. And I love it though. I love every minute of it. It's keeping me in shape. It's keeping my mind strong and healthy, my body strong and healthy, my relationships with my kids and everything. I mean, it's just great. It's just great. Now look at these blueberries. I got to bring you around, because we are so excited about this blueberry bush that is producing so well. And first, before we get there, let's look over here. Garlic. Now, oh, we were talking about the feverfew. Here you go. Look at it all. It's in between there. I have to pick it all out. It's all here too. I had it over here, and it's all in between there too. So I'm constantly weeding. Constantly. Weeding is every day, and fixing the borders is every day. But that's really indicative of life. You know, you got to weed things out that you don't need. Like I got to weed things out if I want a garden. I got to get rid of things. I got to get rid of the weeds, and then I got to get rid of things that just aren't for me. Like don't overcommit myself, because I need to take care of my plants, and I love them. And so the roses are just starting to bloom. The chives are in bloom. Look, aren't they gorgeous? Sweet William. And that foxglove right there is going to bloom very soon. We've got carnations that are all getting ready to bloom. This is a Gloriosa daisy. That's another daisy already in bloom. And over here, look at the popcorn. And then I also planted a row of sweet corn in the front. And look at the blackberry bushes. Oh, we can't wait. I got so many recipes already. So we're about 30 days away, and I monitor this like non-stop. So right now we had a storm and it's all so we're gonna do something to bring this all up. We're gonna install like some kind of structure to bring these up so they have more support. And look at even the ones that put themselves in this bed there, they got all those flowers. So let's look over here, because this lettuce caught my eye. It's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I just love looking at these things, even if I don't eat it, but we do. Like we love having fresh salads. I love sitting there, except the ants. The ants really are taking over this area, and it's hard. Like you can even see there's an ant on there now. So I sit here for 5 minutes and then I got ants on me. So look at the elder. Look at all the berries. Can you see them? Oh, can't wait. And then those are some more of my plants in waiting. They'll be for the plant sale. I'll have everything. You name it, I'll have it. And you can put it in order for something if you're local, and I'll hold it for you. And I'm doing, there'll be some for a donation, some for a trade. If you want to trade soil for a plant, I'm going to do that. If you want to trade seeds, I'll have seeds for sale as well. I'll have some of my products for sale. Actually, I'm going to have a garden expo and a plant sale. So that's actually what's coming up. I probably should properly introduce it. And that's what I'm working on. So I hope that you can join me on this journey in the garden, and I hope this inspires you. I only have 1/3 of an acre here, and I've really turned this into a paradise. When I go out, I can't wait to come home. Look what my daughter got me for Mother's Day. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, yeah, I can't wait to come home. I can't wait to wake up. I can't wait to come out and see what has grown. And you know what? I was going to close this video out, but 2 things I have to show you. This. Look at this. Look at that broccoli. That's the biggest broccoli plant I have. Now, all this is broccoli, and then look, I got extra tomatoes. And oh, look, I don't think I updated you on this. These are all the tomatoes that I put in the ground for the trellis, to grow up the trellis. And there's more here. And these are carrots that regrew. That's another thing that prolifically will reseed itself and regrow, but it makes a beautiful flower. I just love the flower. Some more larkspur getting ready to bloom. And what I was going to show you up here, oh, we got peas. So these are different varieties of peas. You can see the white flowers, different color, but these are early. I don't have any peas on the other one, which is a totally different variety than these. So you can see I got all these peas here. So that's very cool. So I'll be definitely saving them because, you know, it's good that they produce early. And they don't mind the cold at all. Because I started them in the winter in the jugs. You can go back, and I got a playlist for that. But what I wanted to show you is, I'm very excited about this, and I'm gonna keep videoing this because it's very cool. I have 4, and all 4 came up. 4 1,500-year-old cave beans. I am so excited about that. So these beans were found in a clay pot in New Mexico, I believe, and they did like some kind of dating on it and discovered that they were 1,500 years old, and they germinated them, and they actually germinated. So of course they saved the seeds, and then they donated them to a seed bank, which is where I bought them from. And now I just think it's very exciting that these original beans were 1,500 years old and they were still alive. Like, is that amazing? That's how amazing nature is. I'm always blown away. Always blown away. I mean, look at sage. How this is a variety of sage that goes to flower. That sage, I haven't seen that flower. I don't know if it does, but this one does. Look how beautiful. See, both of these are the same. And that's the same as that one over there. And oregano there, golden oregano there. All right, so that we can go on and on and on forever. And oh, so look at the, wait, yeah, all right, I'm gonna close the video out soon, but I wanna show you my poppies. I love the poppies. And grapes, the grapes are in. We're just waiting for them to fully come back to life. And then I've got the squashes over here, and over there, I have to put the cucumbers in. So stay tuned to this until the next video, and I hope this finds you inspired to throw some seeds in the ground. You will love the results. See you later.